hopping Depression-era hobo. So when she talks about the emancipation, it's not unreasonable to expect her to claim she's been an eyewitness to the Gettysburg Address, or some such milestone. In this moment, however, Odelia isn't lost in a past lifetime. What I meant, Bella, is that Juneteenth is the date last year that our dear Leona Gatto crossed over. Right. I was just thinking about that, too. Predictably, Odelia says, I know you were. Seems that it was just yesterday, doesn't it? Not for me. It feels like another lifetime. Not reincarnation, she adds quickly. I just mean so much has changed since last June. I can't think of anything that hasn't changed. All for the better, Bella. All for the better. This time last year, Bella was a widow of 6 months, coping with her own grief and concerned about her son, Max, a shy kindergartner who'd grown increasingly introverted after his father died. She'd just lost her middle school science teacher job to budget cuts, and her landlord sold the suburban New York City building she and Sam had moved into as newlyweds. Homeless, jobless, and penniless, she and Max were heading to a fresh start in Chicago with her mother-in-law when, thanks to a pregnant stray cat, they landed in Lilydale instead. She's pleased with how things have turned out for you, Bella. Leona, Odelia says. She's touching in from the other side to say she couldn't have chosen a more capable person to take over in her absence. A year ago, Bella would have been confused by this. Now, she's accustomed to the way her Lilydale friends casually mention ghostly conversations as if they've just been chatting with a friend in the next room. She's saying you've done a bang-up job getting Valley View ready for the season, Odelia goes on. The season. Lilydale revolves around a 10-week event calendar. Every day is packed with activities, from group readings to renowned speakers to workshops in everything from beginning mediumship to spoon-bending. Visitors travel here from far and wide, all of them searching for something. Contact with a lost loved one, psychic guidance about the future, physical, spiritual, or psychological healing. Some are day trippers, but many need a place to stay. Valley View is the largest guest house in the area. Tomorrow night, and nearly every night until September, every bed will be filled. Tonight, it's just Bella, facing her first solo overnight since her single days living in New York. Max is at his first sleepover. Though he's just 2 doors down Cottage Row at his friend Jiffy Arden's house, she'd been reluctant to let him go. Jiffy's mom, Misty, isn't the most conscientious parent in the Dale. Still, this is a safe small town, or so Bella keeps trying to convince herself, and her son is flourishing here. He'd recently turned 7 and has only 1 more week as a first grader, growing up fast. Leona is thanking you for taking such good care of her home and the cats, Odelia informs her, and for uncovering the truth about the circumstances of her departure from the earthly plane, as opposed to her death, because in Lilydale, there's no such thing. Initially, her departure had been deemed a tragic accident. Leona couldn't swim, but kept a rowboat and kayaks for guests. On that stormy night, the authorities theorized that she might have gone out to make sure the boats were securely tied to the pilings, lost her footing, hit her head, and fallen into the water. It could have happened that way. Only it hadn't. Leona's saying that if you hadn't come along, her killer would still be at large, and she wouldn't be at peace. She's so grateful to you. Oh, well, tell her that it was my, not pleasure. Solving a murder shortly after Bella's arrival at Valley View had been far from pleasurable. She runs through alternative words that are closer to reality, yet not quite accurate.